right, hello. I am currently in the process of adding embellishments to my album. So let's do a little flip through. I have all the photos in. I printed photos to the number of pockets that I had in my album. You will see here as we flip through. I absolutely 100% do not use all of my photos. I've started taking less photos for this project, just knowing the space that I have and the space that I want to use, and that I want to pick photos that are telling an overall story of the week as well. So I did add one of the embellishments from the kit, one of the puffy stickers, onto my front page that you can see that I talk about in other videos as well. This is still the same. So I went ahead and after I did my journaling, which was in the video from yesterday, I went ahead and printed all the rest of my pictures. So all of my pockets have pictures now. For each day I left one pocket open so that I could put something in here, whether it's gonna be a transparent piece or a chipboard piece or something. You know, it could be one of the wood veneer pieces, a variety of different things, and I'm using things that were included in the kit as well as the add-on products that we had available in the shop. I also took all of the day of the week cards, the 3x4 ones, and added a photo because my journaling was already contained in this area. I am also saving the 4x6 cards. I had initially put them in here. I'm going to save those and use them in my project life spread, I think, for this week. So it just really depends on the content you have, the way you want to do your journaling. I like to include options in the kit that give you a variety of different choices, right? So when you start to work on your project, maybe you use those cards during the week. And for me, I use the today's details, the 3x8 ones, to get some of the basics and get my handwriting in here as well. So over on this side, you can see I'm adding the chipboard day of the week. I'm adding it somewhere on each day, not necessarily in the same spot, just kind of depending on how the flow of the day is going. And I am adding either word phrase stickers or the puffy stickers or some of the extra chipboard that we offered, just as I see fit. A few little things here and there. Now, one of the things that you're also going to see that I am doing is I did today's details Monday through Friday. I didn't do them on Saturday and Sunday, and I didn't try to recreate them. I just left them out, which is totally fine. I printed a photo to go on the back of each one of these 3x8, a little bit bigger than 3x8 because I kept the part with the holes on there, and then I used the tab stickers from the sticker bundle that we offered and added those onto each one. And then on most of them I'm going to add a chipboard or some other embellishment as well. Some photos I'm leaving blank. Not every photo, you don't have to put something on every single photo. I'm trying to look through the different things that I have available, the sticker sheets, the puffy stickers, the chipboard pieces, the other things that were available as well, and adding them in there. So I'm not doing the same exact embellishment on throughout the album on each page. I'm just adding them here and there. Like this one, this heart from the chipboard, and I'm gonna leave just that one blank. Here's also a look at Monday. If you remembered, Monday had a lot more journaling than all the other days, so I used the 6x8 day to add journaling on the front and the back, and then I went ahead and added a photo in the space here where my journaling ended, and one of the cork stickers that were included in one of the bundles there. So let's take a look at Tuesday. I think I finished Tuesday as well, and then I'm in progress on the rest of it. So here's a look at Tuesday. I used the Today's Story plastic piece. On the back is one of the chipboard pieces that says doing life one day at a time. I have this morning and this evening because it was very sunny in the morning and rainy in the evening, and I loved having the comparison of those two shots on there, or those two photos in that 3x4 pockets, in the 3x4 pocket. So again, just to reiterate, when I sit down at my computer to print out these photos, I am printing photos to specifically go in the pockets. So I'm not just printing out all the photos that I took during this week. I am intentionally selecting ones that I want to include in the album, and my goal is to give an overall view of our week, including different people, you know, the different characters that are a part of our story. Here is the Tuesday one. On the days where I use the stamp within my journaling, am putting the card on the second page so that then you're looking at it like this, and Tuesday is a more dominating thing rather than having the big Tuesday here and then a big Tuesday here. Let's see, then here is my today's details. I may add, no, I think I'm probably just gonna leave those guys there, leaving the photos. Here is the photo I picked for Tuesday to put on the back of the day details part. I added a chipboard sticker from the chipboard bundle, a couple more chipboard additions over here. I may add another one of these as well. Maybe I'll add the Tuesday on there. You know, not everything has to have what the day of the week is on it. I just like to add it in a few different places so that if someone is looking at this, they understand what day they are on in the album itself. And obviously we have dividers and things like that, but just another little thing, simple little embellishments that I am adding in here. And then here's the Tuesday one. That one appeared this time on a 4x6 picture. And I think I'm just gonna leave this one blank as well. And then I have the second half of the journaling. So remember, journaling starts on this page. For Tuesday, I had a little bit more, so I still flowed it into the second page, and then just printed a photo to go on that page of journaling and added a couple stickers there as well. My end photo for Tuesday is one that's very dark, and I just put loving this day right on there. So that's a look at Monday and Tuesday, and now I'm moving into Wednesday and starting the process of adding the embellishments. So you can see I don't have any embellishments on Wednesday yet. Actually, I'll flip through from here just so you can kind of see where I'm at. Again, second page of journaling, which includes a photo on the bottom, and then a full page photo to end the day. Going into Thursday, then you can see where all of my pictures are, kind of where I'm at right now. Here's Thursday, here's the photos, here's again where I left it blank, so I'll be putting something in there because I like to maintain some piece of the see-through portion of the pockets. Here's the Thursday card. Here is my today's details with the photo that I added on there, again using the tab from the sticker bundle. Some 4x6 photos that I picked. Then 6x8 to 2 6x8 photos because I didn't have any additional journaling that needed to be flowed onto this page. So one of the questions that I get often is just how do I choose what pictures I'm going to use? And again, I took less pictures this time to help with the decision fatigue, but I still had enough for each day. So when I am going through and looking at the pictures, I am wanting pictures from different points in the day. I'm wanting pictures that potentially include different people. I'm also looking for different angles or for angles that are the same. These are actually two different photos. Here's one that I took of myself and here's one that I took of Anna as well. So looking for those kinds of things when I'm adding pictures in here and being totally fine with not having, you don't have to include every single picture that you took. What I'm including here is already a lot, and this is just filling in the pockets. So that then wraps up Thursday. Let's show you Friday. So again, the process where I'm at in the process, I'm adding embellishments, and I'm going to get back to that in just a second here. I figured I would just give you a full walkthrough. So Friday's journaling was shorter, so I added a photo on the bottom of that journaling page. The Friday card with, this is actually a picture from Monday, so if you decide to do something like this and you don't have additional pictures, you can just pull from one from another day that's like something in your yard, nature kind of stuff. A few more pictures. Here is my last today's detail that I added the enlarged photo of Simon there. Then I have my 4x6s for Friday that flow into a 6x8 with a second 6x8 on the back. So these are all going to get some embellished treatment on them as I go forward. Got the number 6 stapled on there. Here is my title page for Saturday. Saturday I did the stamping on the back. You can see that in my other video. Here is, again, it had space on the bottom of Saturday, so I added a long rectangle picture there. And then we have 3 photos from Saturday morning, a couple afternoon photos, and then any 4x6 photos that I wanted to do 4x6. So when I'm printing out the photos, I often do the 4x6 first. That's kind of my flow, is I look from the photos of the day and see, okay, which 4x6 pictures do I want to include? obviously this is after I did the 6x8. So I did the 6x8s first, then I do the 4x6, then I do the 3x4 last, including adding one to the day of the week card there. So what I like when I look at this is that it is photo heavy, right? I've concentrated my words into one section here, and then it's focusing on the photos for the next few pages within each day, and I can add a few embellishments here and there to enhance the story rather than have the embellishments be kind of the main thing of the day. All right, then going into Sunday, here's a look at what I have right now. Again, less journaling for Sunday. Went ahead and added one of my nature photos at the bottom here. Have a few different photos from our hike. This was the day that I took the least amount of photos, but still had enough to be able to fill in the pockets here from our big hike and afternoon swimming adventure. This was Mother's Day. And then everybody's tired. And then the two pictures that I chose to enlarge for this day was one in the morning when we were first taking off in the car. And then I'm deciding to end my album with this shot from Sunday that is on our hike, and I added one of the hexagons and one of the chipboard hearts there as well. So this one is done being embellished. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go back to the task of embellishing the different pieces that are in here from Wednesday through Sunday, and I will go ahead and videotape that so you can see what I am adding as I go. Okay, so the rest of this video is basically going to be a sped up version of me adding embellishments to the rest of this project. You can see again that I have all of my photos in place. That was the next step in my process. After I did the journaling, I went ahead and printed to the page protectors. And what that means is that I printed them out based on the pockets that I had available in the sizes that were available to me. This time I didn't add any additional photos outside of the page protectors besides the daily title page that you've already seen. Sometimes in past years I've added additional photos in and adhered them back to back and made them into pages, which is certainly something that you can do. But this time I decided to just let the pockets hold the majority of the photos and then use them on the title page, and then as well on the back of these 3x8 today's detail pages. You'll see that I adhered photos onto there. My process when I'm going through this part of looking at where do I want to add embellishments is pretty simple. I mean, I'm simply looking at the embellishments that are available to me, which are some from the kit and then some from the shop products that we offered. And I'm simply going through there and deciding where I want to add some. I'm also adding either a plastic circle or one of those wood veneer pieces into those extra pockets that I left on each of the 3x4 page protector pocket pages. You will see that I did follow a formula in terms of how the photos are laid out in the album itself. And then when I am adding on the embellishments, I'm not necessarily following any specific formula. I'm just kind of picking and choosing. The one thing that I did add to each day of the week are those day of the week banner chipboard pieces that were in the main kit. I made sure that I had one of those for each day, either on the 3x4 or 4x6 photos, and I varied those just kind of depending on where I put the 3x4 card. One of the things as I'm looking at each spread, I want to know what day of the week it is, so I want to make sure that I have the day of the week somewhere on the spread. So the one you're looking at right now has Thursday over on the stamp part that is part of the journaling, which I have another video for that goes over the journaling part. And then here on this next spread, when I flip the page again, you can see that the day of the week is mentioned via the 3x4 card. So I took each of those 3x4 day of the week cards and I added a photo beneath them. And then you'll see that I added the chipboard piece to the other side. I really liked those see-through stickers that I'm using right there. I thought those were a fun thing to play around with. Those were part of the dimensional adhesive bundle that had puffy stickers as well as those cork banners right there as well. So very simple in terms of my embellishing. And you may be somebody that wants to embellish a ton more, and that is totally awesome, and you should go for it. For me, this project is significantly more about focusing on the words and the photos, and I want the embellishments to play a smaller role in the story overall. I want the story to be told first via the words and then also via the photos. And that's why this time I also chose not to intermix them. I want the viewer to have the experience where they could just read the journaling and understand a little bit about the day, or they can be flipping through and each one of the photos are going to tell their own story as well. And then when you look at the whole thing all together, then you're getting the benefit of both the words and the photos with these few intentional embellishments added on top. That big sticker, I couldn't wait to use that, so I was really excited about that one and decided to add a chipboard piece on there as well. So I'm using a very light hand, I would say, with the embellishments. Most of these embellishments, one of the great things about this project is that these kinds of embellishments can be used in lots of other projects as well. You can use them in Project Life. You can use them for whatever your regular memory keeping process is. You could even use some of them in December Daily when that project comes around at the end of the year again. So like I said, I'm literally going day by day, looking at the embellishments that are available to me and then making a decision on which ones I want to put in there. Adding the cork numbers to each of the transparent day of the week page dividers there definitely makes for a bulkier album, which I was fine with. The other thing that I'm doing right there, one of the small chipboard circles fits right inside that wood veneer piece, the wood veneer sun. And so I went ahead and put it inside and then put another chipboard circle on the other side. So you can see there's a kind of a sun with the chipboard in both spots. I did staple that into place using the tiny attacher, just like I did on all the other plastic pieces and the wood veneer piece that I put in that see-through pocket for each day. Then I added a transparent circle onto that one as well. I love having just a little bit of ability to see through into some of the other photos for the day of the week. And here you can see I'm just deciding where to add the daily chipboard piece. Again, looking for one of the spreads that does not have the day of the week represented already. So I don't have like lots of, Monday, where you're seeing that over and over again. I wanted to spread it out a little bit. That was definitely something that I intentionally did as I was going through the album itself. Let's see, getting closer to the end here. Definitely, if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them for you in the comment section. I love seeing how people approach this project. I love the way that different people use the products differently. That's always something that's really fun to see and to witness as people bring this project together. My main piece of advice to you is to don't wait. Start working on this, when it's possible for you, and do it in batches like I did. Deal with the journaling, deal with the photos, and then do the embellishing at the end to add just a little bit of something extra onto the photos to give a little more fuller picture of the story that you may wanting to be told here in this album itself. As always, thank you so much for participating in this project, and I hope to see many of you again with future projects, whether it's Week in the Life, Day in the Life, December Daily, One Little Word. We've got lots of memory keeping projects to keep you busy and to help you get your stories told. And as always, I hope that you learned something through the process of putting this project together, either about your own life or your memory keeping process or things you want to do differently or things you want to do the same next time. Lots and lots of different options. And as always, thank you for being a part of this community.